We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show here with us today. All right, with us today will be, James Clark will be signing in just a little bit. We got Ninos, we got Zawacky, Brian Bitler, and Jovan Burts. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Ninos, Burts, Bitler, Clark, Zawacky, yours truly. MILLZ will come in, will sign in a little later, and we'll come in after my pick. He will give out a prop on the UFC and make an announcement about his UFC show, as we have an early start time on the UFC card this weekend on Saturday. So stay tuned for MILLZ's segment after my pick. All right, let's get this one here ready to roll here. We've got a good card today. We have a 14-game card here from Major League Baseball, some WNBA as well on the card. And, of course, let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Ninos. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he does great work up there. Let's bring Al in right now. I think we're ready to roll with Ninos. Al, what's happening?
Going pretty good here. How are you, Tony?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern Time, Texas Rangers. Boy, they had one get away last night. They'll be hosting the Seattle Mariners. Seattle, well, look at the respect here. Minus 155 here on the road, total 7.5.
Yeah, don't usually like hopping on a team. Well, I mean, sometimes it's okay to hop on the streak, but, usually when you try to catch up on the streak, it's a little bit too little, too late. And I did catch the Mariners on their last couple of games, but this one is one I was a little more careful with, especially laying all this juice. Just because they have won 11 games in a row doesn't necessarily mean I want to go blindly laying juice with them. But I do think that this is a pretty decent spot for them here with Robbie Ray getting the start. He's been pitching great, hasn't given up more than a run in over a month here, and so a huge pitching edge here for the Mariners tonight over. Looks like it's going to be Matt Bush opening here for Taylor Hearn, so that's not necessarily your best 1-2 punch in the league. And I think the Mariners definitely get off to a good start, and whether the Rangers can catch up to them later on or not, I'm going to guess not here and take the Mariners. Again, we're getting a really hot team with a great starter that's been pitching really well, so or I should say at least a much better starter pitching really well. And, we talked about these Rangers a bit before, and as a Dodger fan, always a bit careful going against Corey Seager. But again, I just think the Mariners playing some great baseball right now, and with that edge on the mound, I think they got the job done tonight.
Yeah, Ninos likes the Mariners. Minus 155 here against the Rangers. Yeah, Ray's been solid. I mean, ERA, past few starts been solid. 3.51. Remember, he had that really bad start early in the rain in Chicago against the White Sox. He gave out a bundle of runs. If you take out that game, he'd have an ERA under 3. Good whip. Can't argue that. Of course, Hearn should be the primary starter here. Looks like they may be using going with an opener here. We'll see a lot of bullpen guys in this one. Streaky team here are these Mariners. Only thing here is Texas has been hitting left-handed pitching over their past 10 games. Of course, Mariners have been in 4 straight one-run games, so Mariners have been in some pretty close games here during the streak.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't necessarily go laying the run line, although I'm not opposed to the -1 here. But again, I think it should be a pretty close one, as you said. But I just like this pitching edge. You said Robbie Ray, yes, his ERA is above 3 on the season, but over the last 30 days, it's just over 1. So he's, as I said, pitching really well, and gets them off to a good start here at least. And I think they hang on and. Yeah, as you said, it looks like it's going to be Matt Bush opening for Hearn. So Bush doesn't have horrible numbers, but again, he hasn't gone more than an inning this season so far, I don't think. So don't think he's going to factor too much into this ball game, and I think they do get to Hearn.
All right, Ninos here on the Mariners. Minus 155 against the Rangers. This one will have a start time of 8 p.m. Eastern time right now. Let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight, where we have a 14-game card remain here from Major League Baseball. Some WNBA as well on the board. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got a few baseball plays, got a 3-pack, and then I got my best bet sold separately if you're just looking for one bet. If you're looking for some more action, I do have some extra plays for everyone on the long-term passes. So grab one of those or the 2-for-1 capper specials.
That's right, guys. Got to borrow with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs, a premium 14-game card remaining here for Major League Baseball here for a Friday. Of course, El Ninos featured play is MLB Friday Home Run. Is $15 premium play here, so really good value there. Of course, credit guarantee, must show profit, must win, or that credit is back into your account for other picks. Also on the board, El Ninos has its MLB Friday 3-run home run. It's 3-pack. It's 3 best bets from Major League Baseball. Affordable pricing there, $40. Credit guaranteed again, must show a profit, or the credit is back into your account for other picks. So there you go with those. Long-term pass as well, 3, 7, or 30 All Sports Pass. 3-day pass is great right now. That'll take you right on toward the end of the All-Star break, right? We go Friday, Saturday, Sunday with full Major League Baseball cards. Get that 3-day pass from El Ninos. Get all his baseball for the next 3 days. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. And don't forget that June, that's right, we're June 15th. Say June 14th from or June 15th. Keep an eye on more promos coming up during the All-Star break. Christmas, July upcoming. But that 3-day pass is really a good price anyway. All right, now, as always, great having you show. Any that success. We'll talk with you again next week. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Yep, should be on there tomorrow and Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you check that out with Mitch, the morning crew, and some other cappers.
Yeah, a lot of cappers there from the drive-thru is joining Mitch, Brian Bitler, and Chris Ruffalo. All right, now I'll talk to you next week.
All right, Tony. See you then. Have a good weekend.
You got El Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here with our coverage here. We're next up. Let's go ahead and bring in Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he does great work. Also contributes with his video series with his parlay of the day, so make sure you keep an eye on that one. Let's bring in Jovan Burts right now. Doing great work over at Pick Dogs. I think we're ready to roll here with Jovan. We find him. Jovan, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. Just getting ready for another, which should be a big weekend, going into the All-Star break.
Yep, should be a really, really good weekend coming in here as we got the full cards Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got the Battle of LA out here, 9:38 Eastern time, 6:30 Eastern time. We'll keep those Dodger fans away. That's it, the traffic going over there. Angels here to host the Dodgers here with the Dodgers minus 190, total of 8.
Yeah, but I'm on the under first 5 in this one. Now, you have these two pitchers, legendary status with one of them, Clayton Kershaw's on the mound, 2.40 ERA. He's just been pitching good all season. He did have an IL stint. And going up against this Angels team who, they're not so good at hitting lefties. And I just think that, they're not going to really touch him, at least in the first 5 innings. And Patrick Sandoval, look at his ERA, 2.95. Not bad. The last 3.86. And Dodgers, they're not known for hitting lefties as well. So these two lefties, I think they should have a decent time at it going up against oppositions who not so tough with lefties. We know about the Angels' struggles at the plate, and outside of Ohtani and even Trout's been struggling. So you look up and down that lineup, I don't see a lot of bats making contact with the ball on either side, at least in the first 5 innings. I want to take the bullpen out of the equation because you just never know. I could definitely see a 5-4 game, or something like that. You're moseying along, and then 8th inning comes around, and then some cheap runs come across the plate. So I don't want to deal with that tonight. I'm gonna take it first 5 under.
All right, Jovan says go under first 5 LA Angels, LA Dodgers under 4 runs here. Return minus 110 here on the first 5. Yeah, when you look at this Angel lineup here, it is confirmed now that Mike Trout will sit out again. He's dealing with those back spasms. Remember, he left early in that game during the week. So no Trout, just Ohtani. And a bunch of struggling Angel lineup here. When you look at the Angels here, they've been struggling, as you said, hitting just 203 over their past 10 games. Interesting stat here on the Dodgers. When they past 9 games, Jovan, that the Dodgers have faced a left-hander, they went under in 7 of those 9 with 2 pushes.
Yeah, and years past, I used to just pound Dodgers unders, specifically at Chavez Ravine. Where when the sun goes down and the ball's not carrying out. So it's I don't know about the situation with in Anaheim. Um, I'm not really used to taking unders. Really, I'm not talking about this year, but years past with Angels unders. But God, those are the type of teams I stay away from because you always find teams like that to give it up late, the bullpen shoddy, But yeah, I like the stat. It just bodes well for
Yeah.
what I'm thinking tonight.
Yeah, the Angels aren't structured like the Dodgers, where you can trust their starting lineup and bullpen, so you kind of shy away from it. A little more inland there, but still close to the ocean, probably about 20 miles away. But you don't seem to get that type of marine air that you get there in LA as you would there in Anaheim. But Dodgers Angels under 4, the first 5 here at -110. This one is at 9:38 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight. 14 game card here from Major League Baseball. Some WNBA still on the board as well, doing great work here over the past 7 days. 478 units of profit, all documented. Also, not too early to put football. We're putting football numbers up because we're just about a few weeks away from the Hall of Fame game, believe it or not, as well as college football first week, or we're looking maybe about 6 weeks away here. So we're moving on here, getting close to that college football. Jovan had a great college football season last year. But what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on the books with my Take Flight Friday laser show and Moneyline Masters. Master 2 plays that I particularly like, believe is gonna cash, get you in the plus money also. So that's that on that for tonight. We're headed into the All-Star break, so we have a big weekend coming up in Major League Baseball, and then it's a down period for some days, and that's where I'm gonna dig into college football, NFL. I'm always on the peripheral with it, looking at what's going coming down the pike as far as late breaking news and all that. So I have a handle on it, but just some of the things that is not so much publicized, I'm gonna get on that this week, in my downtime. With no Major League Baseball. But you can also check me out on my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, my yearly. It's football season's right around the corner, and I pounded the books, during the regular season, and college football specifically. So I'm chomping at the bit. It is what it is. Also matched me up with one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 Capital Promotional. So it's all here. Sports Chat, Place, and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get guys get on board here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. We see numbers 478 units of profit last 7 days, coming off a great college football season as well. Jovan on this 14-game card here for Major League Baseball does have his Friday MLB laser show, $19 credit guaranteed up there on the board, as well as plays on the board here from Jovan Burts. 2 single plays up there from Jovan. Credit guaranteed means if they don't win, that credit's inserted back in your account for more picks. So that's credit guaranteed on these one-off plays that would be individual plays on one-day passes. Also, the long-term passes for John, get on board with that 30-day all-sports pass. All of Jovan Burts' premium plays for 30 days include all his Major League Baseball. That will, if he's in action with the Hall of Fame game, that would cover that as well. Getting right already in that 30 days period here, where we're looking at already the first week of preseason football. So keep an eye there with that 1-month all-sports pass. You can also add a cent capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you a little bit later on the recap, but I know you have a video series going up over at Pick Dogs every day with your parlay, and you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying doing the two-team parlays for the most part. Occasionally I put in the third team for a 3-team parlay, but it's usually just a 2-team parlay. Do that every day. That's a daily situation. And then on the weekends, yeah, I'm on the morning show Saturdays and Sundays. You can bank on that. Then I'm also on here on Mondays and Fridays. So let's get it.
Let's get it. No doubt about that. All right, John, continue that great success, and we'll talk with you again next week.
Absolutely. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
You got it. Jovan Burts here on
See you on the recap.
See you on the recap. That's right. See you in the recap. All right. Jovan Burts here on the drive-through. All right, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Just some notes about next week. We're on the air. We're going to do our show next week. We'll have some home run derby props. I'm sure we'll have some of those All-Star game, but we'll fill in the period here with football. So we'll have. I'm going to I'll send out some instructions to the cappers late tonight. The guys that are on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll give them some written instructions. What we're looking for on these shows, and this is what we're looking for: football season win totals, college football season win totals, divisional winners. There's a lot to talk about here as we're getting in the edge of college football. A lot of cappers will be doing their studying here for football this weekend with the of course, with the baseball hitting the All-Star break. So we'll do what we usually do is we will fill it with football on the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday show. We'll probably also circle around some picks from the All-Star game and throw in some bonus plays from the cappers if they want to add some home run derby picks. We'll allow them to do that, but we're going to really focus on football here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the drive-through, so make sure you guys tune in for that. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Spring, where he does great work up there. Let's bring him in right now. Also part of the morning show, and you'll find him there Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. He's got 2 video series going on right now as well over at Pick Dogs. So let's get Brian Bitler in. I think we got him ready to roll here. Brian, what's happening?
Hey, not much. Yeah, looking forward to doing win totals, during the off week free. I know in baseball, I had the Marlins under and Pittsburgh Pirates over the win total. So far, I think that's looking okay. I wish I would have been the Baltimore Orioles. That was a real easy one. I bet you by year's end, they should get over that number.
Yeah, Orioles have looking great, especially when they're outside the division. Man, they've looked really good. So that's a team that we've been. It's one of the reasons why I'm sitting on top of the leaderboard in baseball. It's been the Orioles, right? Orioles have been looking good, and they streaking Mariners, and it's been a pretty good baseball season. All right, here we go, Brian. We're going to go to the NL West tonight at 9:40 Eastern Time, as we got the Padres here to host the Diamondbacks here with San Diego here minus 190, total 7.5.
Yeah, I tell you what, guys, I'm really going to roll here with the Arizona Diamondbacks plus 1.5. You've seen Bumgarner has looked better in his last 3 starts here. He's a seasoned vet. Should keep this one to a 1-run game against the light-hitting Padres lineup, who have lost 3 out of the last 7 games. Diamondbacks 24-17 on the road run line this year, and on the other end, you got the Padres 14-29 at home on the run line. Padres are 0-4 last 4 games versus the lefty starter, in the Diamondbacks 4-1 last 5 following a day off. So for me, I'm going to take the Diamondbacks and Madison Bumgarner here plus the 1.5 to get me a cover.
All right, Brian is on the Arizona Diamondbacks. So the run line, take the plus 1.5 runs, lane minus 135 here against the San Diego Padres. Yeah, Bumgarner has shown something this season, right? He played well. Of course, Yu Darvish here is this expected starter here. Looks like we can we can confirm it will be Darvish and Bumgarner. So those lineups there has been confirmed. Although Darvish did have a pretty good outing here against the D-backs. But again, Arizona of late, though, Brian, has shown a little improvement here at the plate.
Yeah, I think definitely some improvement at the plate. I think Bumgarner is one of those guys you might see hook on with, like a Boston Red Sox or a team in playoff contention, because he's a veteran and can add something to you, and he's not going to explode your payroll either.
Yeah, that's right. And he's kind of a soft throwing guy. So if you got a staff full of hard throwing pitchers, it may be worth your while looking at an off speed guy, keep him off balance. We saw the Dodgers have success there with Rich Hill and some of those other soft throwers out there. You put them into your rotation with some of these hard throwers, and especially guys like that throw soft. They can eat up innings for you.
I think the Philadelphia Phillies could use a guy like Bumgarner. Right now with starting pitching, I think an injury to Ranger Suarez and a few other guys, Eflin. Phillies could use a Bumgarner as a third starter. So I think there's a lot of teams that could be in the market. They're not going to give up the world for him, but I definitely see him going somewhere at the trade.
Yeah, we got six teams will make the playoffs this year. Remember, there's the division winners plus the wild cards. Diamondbacks at 39-50. Now, if you can get to within 500 here, probably by the month of September, usually you're in the hunt at that point. So they got 11 games under 500. Do you see them as a team selling?
I honestly see them as a team selling, because that's a team that probably wants to build towards the future. Bumgarner near the end of his career, he can pick up a double-A piece. I think they move him, but we'll have to see how it goes.
All right, Brian here on the Diamondbacks, the run line plus 1.5 runs at minus 135. This one starts at 9:40. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. Showing profit last 7 days. We have a 14-game card here from Major League Baseball. Still a few games from the WNBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I tell you, I got back on track yesterday with a winning day, 2-1. Just the Texas Rangers blowing one late to keep me off of a sweep. I got my Major League Baseball Titanium play, just $15 at pickdogs.com. Going to try to cash that one again, or you can get all 3 of my best bets, Titanium included, for $50. It's my Pound Zone 3-packs. Make sure you check it out, Major League Baseball.
I got on board with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. Get his MLB Friday titanium wager, $15. Credit guarantee. Must show a profit or those credits are inserted back into your account. Got back on track yesterday with a 2-in-1 day. He's looking for some more winnings for you guys. Of course, he also has his Pound Zone 3-pack. You get his three plays, 3 best bets from Major League Baseball in his 3-pack. Get on board with that. Of course, that also is credit guaranteed. Remember, these one-off packages, these one-day passes, the individual plays are credit guaranteed to win, or the credit is inserted back in your account for more picks. So that 3-pack is up there from Brian Bitler as well. Longer term, if you're looking, 30-day all sports pass. Get all of Brian's plays for 30 days. Including for Major League Baseball. That should take you right into the preseason week 1 as well, as we're already going to get close to into August with that 1-month all sports pass. We know we'll have that Raiders-Jaguars game covered for you, and then some more because they play those games on Thursday. So it looks like we could be getting right into week 1 of NFL preseason. So you get on board there with Brian Bitler and his 30-day all sports pass. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. See that success. We'll talk with you next week, but I know you got a lot going on over at Pick Dogs. You contribute every day with the morning and weekend show at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and you have your video series that you also have over at Pick Dogs.
Yeah, I got to say, before we get into that, I was itching to put a play in on the Raiders because I like them at -1.5. I see the line starting to go to 2.5. I know it's just the Hall of Fame game, but I'm already getting that itch. As far as the video series go, I got to take it to the bank play every single day. My Fast 5, a little bit of technical difficulties today, but we're going to get back on track tomorrow. I think it's because Chris Ruffalo was out in traveling. We had the technical difficulties, but definitely this weekend, going to have some fun here with all the guys coming to hang out. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, tune in those weekend shows. A lot of the drive-through cappers join Brian, Chris, and Mitch there at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, Brian, continue success. We'll check out your video series every single day. Those 2 of them you have over at Pick Dogs, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
All right, Tony, thanks for having me. I'll see you on Monday. Good luck this weekend.
We'll be talking Chargers on Monday when we do the NFL football stuff.
Sweet. Awesome.
We'll see if he talks Chargers. He's not giving a show in his hand yet. You're going to have to tune in and see what he's got to go.
Yeah, tune in.
Chargers, or will be USC. There are some publications out there that listed USC, but we'll talk about that another time. All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive-through. All right, guys, remember, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Also, guesting at the end of the show will be MILLZ Young. He has an announcement about his UFC show as well as a prop from the UFC show on Saturday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the show. Let's welcome in James Clark again to the drive-thru. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Spin. Boy, he has been on absolute fire. I mean, he pulled off an incredible NBA season again this year. But man, look what he's done in baseball. Over 1,000 units in baseball. He's second in units for the year 2022 over at Pick Dogs. He's been on fire. So let's bring in James Clark right now. We're going to bring him in. Let's see, we'll get him ready to roll here. We see that he's set and ready to go. So let's go ahead and bring in James Clark. Here we go, James. James, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you tonight, buddy?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We got the Nationals here to host the Braves. As expected, the Braves big favorites here. The total 9.5.
Yeah, that big number there, I'm going to stay away from it. But they are a part of this that I do like. That 9.5. You look at these two teams right here, up and down the lineup, both teams, have good bats up and down the lineup, especially the Braves, they put up a lot of runs, and the Nationals, against the right pitcher, they put up a good run. They got a solid top to bottom hitting hitters too. So I like the over here, 9.5 in this game. You got Anderson for the Braves starting. He's allowing almost 5 runs a game. Yeah, and same for Patrick Corbin. He's starting for the Nationals, and he's allowing almost 5 runs a game. And these two teams, like I said earlier, they got the bats to put some runs up, and then I look for them to get over this number pretty easy here, guys.
All right, we got James say go over the total, over 9.5 here with the Braves and Nationals. Yeah, it's been a disappointment here for Anderson. You better be careful because, James, these Braves don't mess around. We saw Yanoa get sent down. We saw Newsom, Newcomb, I believe. Newsom was the lefty. He was shipped out. He was released. So these Braves don't mess around. You have to get your act together in the lineup because they have a lot of good players there, good pitching staff. Soroka should be back here in August or so. Anderson's got to be looking over his shoulder here. He's got to get it together here. But yeah, he's been struggling with his control, right? A double-digit walk rate, 11% walk rate. That's not going to cut it. Atlanta's not going to tolerate that. And Corbin, well, you know, when the season started, he had a really bad contract. He was all the average. I should say all the advanced metrics that people had Corbin as the worst starting pitcher in baseball. When you look at some of his numbers, they've been pretty horrible.
Yeah, they have, and you know, that's one reason, you know, I like it, especially going up against this Braves lineup. You know, top to bottom, you know, it's been hitting real good, and you know, and I look for them to keep it up here. You know, they may get majority of the runs, but I look for you know, the Nationals put up a few extra runs too. You know, get us over this number pretty easy here, guys.
That's right. We got Braves Nationals over a total of 9.5. This one will start the top of the hour. All right, James, let's take over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you've been an absolute fire here. 1,880 units of profit, 2022. Second on the board here over at Pick Dogs Premium units production, showing great profit here this year. The last 30 days, the last 7 days, nearly 1,300 units of profit. Coming on board with profit yesterday, over 1,000 units of profit in baseball. 14-game card here for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Guys, I got my 3-pack going on. 3 games that I really love. You know, come here sweeping the board again against yesterday. You know, guys, in the last 7 days, I'm 16-3 in the MLB. I've been red hot. That's 84% winning percentage the last 7 days. You know, you go on pickdogs.com. You can look it up. Every win, every loss is there. Go look it up, guys. I've been on fire. You know, a good thing to look at here, guys. You know, instead of paying $40, $50 per day, you know, go look at that yearly package, guys. Especially right now, you know, you're getting a discount on it. You seen what I've done in the NBA. You see what I'm doing in baseball. Last year, number 1 in college football. Excited for it to start again. Can't wait to do it. So, you know, that's year round, guys. So, you know, look at it, look at the year package and try to take advantage of it. Or if not, you know, to get this 3-pack, and after we go 3-0, you know, take that money and add it to the yearly package. So, you know, like I say, guys, every time I'm on a show, I ain't on here as much as I'd like to be, as much as I should be, but I've been working a lot, guys. I'm underground, don't get much service. But like I say, when I am on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do by far. So you can team me up with any of them, and we'll put some money in your pockets.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with James Talk over at Pick Dogs Premium. 1,880 units of profit for 2022 documented over at the site, showing great profit for the year. Last 30 days, last 7 days, yesterday coming off a winning day. Of course, he's got plays for tonight. If you're looking for plays tonight, he's got a 3-pack up there from Major League Baseball. Credit guaranteed must show a profit, or the credits it's inserted back in your account for more picks. A 3-pack there from James Clark for tonight. Of course, you can go long-term with James. Of course, as James was talking about, that 1-year all sports pass for $13.30 right now, which is pretty good. It's about a little more than $100 a month when you do the math on this one. That's pretty good value there. And of course, as James was talking about, he's done great work. 1,072 units of profit in baseball, finishing NBA with nearly 3,000 units of profit, 1,500 units of profit in college football. Get that year-round patch right now from James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium and get on board. If you want to try him out here for this 3-pack, go for it, and then use those winnings toward the 1-year pass where James has been on fire. Here you can see the numbers, all documented, by the way. You can verify those numbers by going to James' handicapper page, go down to pick history. You can see all the picks fully documented over at Pick Dogs. All right, James, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All righty, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy. And every day I try, man. I try to get outside as quick as I can to try to get on. It's just hard sometimes getting out from underground in time to make the show. But every day I can, I'll jump on as close as I can.
You got it. We appreciate it, James. Keep up the great work. We'll talk to you soon.
All righty, guys. We'll cash some tickets tonight, guys, and try to see y'all next week.
You got it. James Clark here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed any of our pick, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Jovan Burts will help us out with it. And don't forget, MILLZ will make an appearance here at the end of the show right after my pick, he'll have a UFC prop for you and also make an announcement about his UFC show coming up this weekend. Let's continue on here on the drive to. Now it is time to welcome in Rod Zawacky to the show. Boy, he's been good to us. He gave us a nice winner there going into the CFL yesterday, and we kind of wondered about that line. It seemed a little wacky there. But anyway, let's go ahead and bring in Rod Zawacky, where he does great work over at Pick Dogs. I think we got him ready to roll here. Let's see if we get in Rod Zawacky. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. Enjoying this Friday. It's nice and sunny outside. Can't complain. Definitely summer's in full swing here. And yeah, we got a nice winner yesterday with the Elks. They came out. They came out. The opening drive, drove down the field, got a touchdown. It was like, ooh, they looked pretty good. And then the second quarter hit, and they didn't. They looked like a dumpster fire. And we're looking in trouble. And then the second half, they came out, and that defense for them played lights out. And I see Cornelius got a nice game-winning drive. I think he's going to be a good quarterback for the Elks. Go moving forward here as they slowly looking like the Elks might get over that hump and maybe become competitive again.
Yes, let's see if they can. All right, here we go. We're going to Major League Baseball tonight, 8:15 Eastern Time. Cardinals here hosting the Reds. Look at these Reds, what they're doing here. The Cardinals here laying -150. Total sits at 8.5.
Yeah, you look at these two teams. The Reds are the hotter of the two teams. Reds 7-3 in their last 10. Cards 4-6 in their last 10. You look at these Reds. Not a fan of either starting pitcher tonight. I don't think either of these starting pitchers are going to equate in picking up a win, as both of them have been roughed up on the season. They've had good starts, and then they've had bad starts between Hunter Green and I'm going to butcher buddy's name and Paladin.
Yeah.
Andre Palance.
I just got Palance or Palante.
Palante? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, both of them, Hunter Green, Palante, have not been great on the season. Green 3-10, 5.7 ERA with a 1.34 WHIP, and Palantine 2-4 on the season with a 1.43 WHIP, 3.18 ERA. I think both of these teams, both these starting pitchers are probably not going to equate the win. We could see anything. Could see fireworks in the first beginning. But for us, we're going to go with the Reds here. They have been the hotter team. They've been the hotter bats. Reds 4-0 after scoring 5 runs or more in the previous game. They're also 6-1 in their last 7 games, as we've seen. They definitely beat up on the Yankees in that last series. Reds are also 4-1 following a win. They're also 4-1 in their last 5 versus a right-handed starter. Whereas the Cardinals, Cardinals 2-6 in their last 8 in game 1 of a series. They're also 1-4 in their last 5 versus teams with losing records. So they kind of like to play down to their competition. These Cardinals. Cardinals are also 1-6 when their opponent scores 5+ runs or more in their previous. And the Cardinals 0-4 on their last 4 Friday games. So let's take the Cardinals, or let's take the Cincinnati Reds here. Nice plus price. Keep their winning rolling. Let's take the Reds. Too much value to pass up here. Not laying minus 150 with the Cardinals, who have not looked good lately.
No, yeah, I'm not. We got Rod here on the Reds here, plus 130 here against the Cardinals. Yeah, you're looking at Hunter Green. He does one good thing about Hunter Green. He strikes out 29% of the batters that he faces. So there's some positive there with that. Of course, the opposite side with Palante, he's someone who pitches to high contact with just a 15% strikeout. He does get a lot of ground balls, but again, he does pitch to high contact. It's always troubling there. You don't like seeing that. And of course, a couple of things here favoring here the Reds is the fact the Cardinals have been struggling at the plate, and the Reds bullpen over the past 10 games, they've been great. The team is only 1-4 in Palante's past 5 starts, and he's kind of been roughed up the past 2.
Oh, his last 2, right? I think he's gave up, 7? Or how many runs he's got? He's been giving up bunches of runs his last few starts, Palante. And I think, just like you said, that hard contact the Reds have been hitting. He's given up, 10 runs his last 2 starts? So the way the Reds have been crushing the ball. They almost blew it last night, and he gave that game away, but they still came back and won it in extras. But these Reds bats have been hitting. So, and like I said, 4-1 in the last 5 versus right-handed starters. I think they bashed Palante a little bit here tonight and get us a nice win, a nice plus price.
And Green did have a good outing against the Cardinals back on June 11th, coming off a good outing here against Tampa Bay. Reds plus 130 here against Cardinals, and that actually they were plus 145 overnight, so we've seen the money on the Reds here. This one will have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight. Of course, we got 14 games here from Major League Baseball set to start. We also are looking here as college football. You had a great season in college football, 805 units of profit. We're not too far away. Putting up the football numbers because we're in July. These teams are very close to getting into training camp in college football as well as NFL. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Going over Pick Dogs Premium, we had a nice winning day yesterday. Let's keep it rolling here today. I got my $15 bookie buster. We hit that with the Mets yesterday, so you can pick that up. $15. Give me my $15 bookie buster. Or it's Friday, so scoop on over, grab my Tomahawk Steak Friday package, where you'll get my $15 bookie buster as well as 2 more MLB plays I absolutely love. I have 4 MLB plays in total, 1 extra bonus for long-term subscribers, where you can grab a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. Or right now it's in July, and the best deal that I got going for everybody who's coming to support me is grab my year pass. It's good till July 31st. You can get all my plays for the whole year, $900. Gets you everything from now till this time next year, July 31st. That'll see. We made over 805 units in college football last season. We made over 200 units in hockey, so that would have easily paid for itself. Just with those 2 sports, and you get everything else included. So scoop on it over the year pass. It's Christmas in July. Let's get some money and make it some money. That's the way we like to do it. More money, pound the bookies.
Yeah, pound the bookies indeed. Rod Zawacky coming off a winning day yesterday, guys. Get on board with Rod Zawacky, Major League Baseball right now up there. He's got his Tomahawk Steak Friday, a 3-pack right there. Forwardly priced just $40. Credit guaranteed. Must show a profit or that credit's back into your account for more picks. So get on board with that. Also, a $15 bookie buster as well. $15 premium is up. Also, credit guaranteed. So if it doesn't win, then you get money's credited back into your account. So you can't go wrong there with a credit guarantee right there from Rod Zawacky. Also, long-term passes. You go 3, 7, or $30 sports pass. But your best value right now is Rod's Platinum VIP All Sports Year. Christmas in July, $900. That is a bargain there. When you divide it by 12, that's a pretty. When you look at the monthly cost, that is pretty good.
$75 a month.
$75
it's like a cup of coffee a day.
That's it. $75 a month. That's all it is there for Rod's. That's cost of a 3-pack pretty much. There for that's great value there. All sports all year, including all postseason. We've got NFL, we got college football, we got MLB, NBA, NHL. College basketball, which is a ton of games there, right? CFL, UFC, he's in action there, guys. So get on board with Rod's Christmas in July, just $900 over at Pick Dogs. Get on board with it right now, and you're saving a lot of money there when you go with the Christmas in July VIP All Sports Year from Rod Zawacky. All right, Rod, it's always good having your show. Continue the success. We'll talk with you again next week, but I know you also contribute to the weekend shows. Oh, we might have lost Rod there. Like I said, we got Rod. Well, anyway, check out Rod Zawacky on the weekend show at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. He'll be joined there by Mitch, Chris, and Brian Bitler, and the other drive-through cappers with their weekend show. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-through, guys. If you miss any of our picks, we will complete recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And, of course, we will have an appearance here at the end of the show right after my pick. We have MILLZ Young will join us. He wants to talk about, he's got a UFC prop for you, and he also wants to talk about the UFC card. But let's get to my pick first. Let's get my game information up for you guys right now. We're going to be looking at this Yankees and Red Sox game. The Yankees here at -170. The total sits at 8. And I will be here on this Red Sox Yankee game going over a total of 8 runs. We can confirm the starting pitching here as we'll see Jordan Montgomery here going up against Nathan Eovaldi. Remember Eovaldi is coming back from that neck injury. 12 starts. ERA was pretty good, 3.16. A strikeout rate of 26%, but man, he was hurt by that home run ball. 2.11 home runs per 9 innings. He does have a FIP of 4.53, which could lead to a higher ERA with these numbers. And of course, Jordan Montgomery will start for the Yankees. Pretty decent, good ERA, 3.19. Strikeouts under 20%. Does get the ground ball. Of course, the Yankees, though, they have dropped 4 or 5. And it's really issue here has been with their bullpen. Their bullpen has not performed well of late. And Eovaldi, he's been hurt by the home run ball. So we're going over 8 here with the Red Sox and the New York Yankees. And this one will have a start time of, looks like we'll start this one here at the top of the hour. Hey, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I am the top units producer right now over in Major League Baseball. Boy, I put together back-to-back 4-0 days. I have 4 picks up there right now. I have my 3-pack, my 3 best bets for Major League Baseball. Also, my $15 premium play is up there. So 4 picks right now over at Pick Dogs. So get on board with that. Also part of the 2-for-1 cap promotion. You get my 30-day all sports pass over at Pick Dogs. Match me up with another capper of your choice, and you make and save some money. You can match me up with guys like Rod. You can match me up with Brian Bitler, Ninos. You can match me up as well with Jovan, Burts, James Clark, Rod Zawacky, MILLZ. 2-for-1 cap promotion, our best value over at Pick Dogs. Remember, I have a 3-pack right now for Major League Baseball, as well as my $15 premium up there, coming off back-to-back 4-0 days in Major League Baseball. So get signed up. Those individual plays are credit guaranteed, must show a profit, or the credit's back in your account. The long-term passes, like the 3, 7, 30 sports pass, those are guaranteed because they're sold at lower prices. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. As promised, before we get to the recap, we were going to have an appearance here by MILLZ. He wanted to speak about his MMA show, as well as a prop that he will give out from the UFC card this weekend. So let's bring in MILLZ right now. Are you ready? Camera ready? Here we go. We're going right to MILLZ right now. MILLZ, what's happening?
How's it going out there, Tony?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, MILLZ, why don't you let everybody know about the UFC show that you have coming on this weekend?
Yeah, definitely, man. What I wanted to let you guys know, pretty much UFC is going to be kicking off real early tomorrow. I'm talking about 11 a.m. Eastern, So out here on the West Coast, that's 8 a.m. early. So, I had to get my picks up. So I already got 2 on the board right now. So I'm just trying to let everybody know because, usually UFC starts around, 3 p.m. In the afternoon, my time, 6 p.m. Eastern, gives you plenty of time to go onto that website and get those picks. You got to get them early. So you might want to look at them right after this show is over or look at them tonight. Because if you go in there early in the morning, some of the fights is already going to be started. Some of my plays is already going to be gone. We're going to be trying to give you guys the MMA show real early tomorrow, right after the Pick Dogs morning show. So look for me and Brad Fancy to go through all our last-minute picks right after the morning show. Because like I said, it started early, so we're just trying to give you guys something. So, since I gave you guys a prop yesterday to get you on top, Corbin Burns over 7.5, it's only right. I gave you something for Saturday to get you some cash. So it's a fight on there. You got Shane Burgos versus Charles Jordan. A lot of people, are going with Shane Burgos, a -160 favorite. I ain't here for that. I'm here for round 3 to start. All it needs to do is last 10 minutes, and you can get that at a -120 all the way up to a -135, depending on your book. Shop around for the best line. It just has to last 10 minutes, folks. Not fight going the distance, not over 2.5, just round 3 to start. 10 minutes. Charles Jourdain versus Shane Burgos. That's my free prop to get you on top for tomorrow.
There's your free prop here from MILLZ. So check them out, MILLZ. Let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here, where you've been on fire here. 2,200 units of profit MMA, 2022 document, top unit producer in MMA over at Pick Dogs. Also showing great profit. Major League Baseball, 410 units of profit. We're heading to the weekend, 14-game card for Major League Baseball, big UFC card this weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Man, couldn't pass up on this baseball card, man. I got 3 plays that I love out there. I got my MLB winners pack, 3 plays that's going to be kicking off in about 10, 12 minutes from now, Besides that, also got 2 UFC plays officially on the board already. So, you know what it is? It's Friday. You might as well get that 3-day pass, man. Get all my plays for today. That's 3 picks for today. Get all my picks for tomorrow. I got at least 4 picks for tomorrow, lined up for UFC. That's not even including baseball or anything. And then you get my Sunday Blessed packed as well. So, hey, those are the plays to get you some cash. Let's go on over to the Pick Dogs. Look at the numbers. The numbers are there. We're all transparent. We ain't trying to take your money. We trying to take the bookies' money.
Absolutely, guys. Get on board with MILLZ over at Pick Dogs. When you see the numbers, 2,200 units of profit MMA 2022. That is all documented, also showing great profit in Major League Baseball. If you go to MILLZ's handicapper page, go down to pick history, you can see all the plays there. They're fully documented. Of course, also showing profit for the year 2022 as well. Tonight over at Pick Dogs, UFC winners only up there. He's got his 1-day pass up there. Credit guarantee on this one. Must show a profit or that unit or the your account is credited for the amount that you spent. And of course, you can use for other picks. Also, he's got his $15 premium play up there for you. He loves his Money Love Baseball play up there. $15 credit guarantee. Also, best bet up there on the board as well from MILLZ. But again, your best value here is getting that 3-day pass. Get all of MILLZ's plays. We got full cards from Major League Baseball here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leading you right to the All-Star break. You get those. You get that as well as MILLZ's UFC card. So get on board with MILLZ's 3-day all sports pass. Not credit guarantee because it's sort of such a discount, right? The price is really reduced for that 3-pack.
Yeah, definitely. The 3-day pass, it's not a credit guarantee, but you just got to look at it kind of like, all right, you see the value on there. If you look at the individual picks and plays, they're 25, $20, 15 for your bare minimum. So you do the math on that, I just say it like this, man. We're going to get money together, man. So let's keep it going, man. I appreciate everybody out there that been supporting and everything. I love putting money in your pockets as well. So, I mean, hey, let's just keep the good times going.
All right, early card from UFC, so get signed up right now, guys. Head to Pick Dogs, get those picks from MILLZ for the UFC card, or get that 3-pack right now, so that's included. All right, MILLZ, is always great having you a show. Continue that success. We'll talk next week, but I know we can count on you and Brad for the show. What we're looking at right after the morning show?
Right after the morning show. So, yeah, we're going to get to it real quick. Probably last about 20 minutes, give you our best dog, our best pick, and our best lottery parlay, and go through the main card as well. So, yep.
Tune in, guys, and the best way to do it is make sure you subscribe and set those notifications so when MILLZ and Brad are live, you're live with them, so you can bet into those best numbers from the great picks. All right, MILLZ, keep it up, man. Keep the great work going, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All right, Tony, thanks for letting me come in too, man. I know it's a busy thing over here. We got people fighting for video time. And I want to say shout out to James Clark, man. I heard his record and his run right there. Hey, that's impressive right there, man. So shout out to James Clark, man. I love to hear that guy on the show, man. It always makes me want some banana pudding or something.
Yeah, James Clark doing great work, as well as you, MILLZ. Have a great weekend, man. Make it a win-win. We'll talk next week.
Thank you.
You got it. MILLZ Young here on the Drive Thru. Guys, you missed any of our picks, guess what? We're going to go right to the recap right now. So let's get to the recap. Of course, I'll be joined here by Jovan Burts with our recap. So let's go ahead and bring up the games for this evening. Jovan will join us. We started off with Ninos. He liked the Mariners minus 155 against the Rangers. Jovan liked the Dodgers Angels under 4 runs. Under 4 runs here, first 5 innings. Got to get that right there, right? So it's under 4 here, not under 5. It's under 4 because the total's only 8 in the game. So it's under 4 first 5 innings. We went with Brian, Diamondbacks run line plus 1.5 runs. Take the plus 1.5 runs with Arizona. You're going to lay minus 135 against the Padres. James Clark was on the Braves Nationals over 9.5. Rod Zawacky, Reds plus 130 against the Cardinals. Yours truly, Red Sox Yankees over 8. All right, Jovan, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, we're going to go with your pick. Yankees Red Sox over. Last 4 games, last weekend, over. All 4 games, I think it keeps it going. With the Yankees and Red Sox, it is what it is. Late runs, it always happens more times than not. You know what I mean? So we'll take that over. We're getting a good number at 8, so I think it happens.
All right, over the total of 8. And I like Jovan's play here. Dodgers Angels under 4 first 5 innings. Kershaw here against this Angel lineup, but you really got to worry about Ohtani, right? No Trout in the lineup, and of course the Dodgers. Of course, we talked about that number, and they've gone last 9 times they faced a lefty. The Dodgers have gone under 7 times with 2 pushes. So I like that under 4 first 5 innings here from Jovan Burts. That'll do it for this edition of the Drive Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again on Monday live at 6 p.m. each time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pick Dog Sports Chat Place. So give out picks now. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday shows will be football focused. So we'll have I'm going to send out some written instructions tonight to the cappers to be prepared for these shows, because we'll be giving out season win totals from NFL, season win totals from college football, divisional winners, futures, Heisman Trophy possibly, Rookie of the Year. We're gonna give you some picks here from football, and we'll also squeeze in some All-Star and All-Star game, and of course Home Run Derby stuff, but that will be probably in addition to what they give out with the football, because we want some football here. We're getting close to football next week. That's when you feel it. When we hit the All-Star break, we'll get you ready here, as we are getting ready as well with our preview magazines and our research here for the football season. So make sure you tune in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to the Drive Thru. Will be football focused for those 3 days. All right, be sure to tune in again tomorrow at 10 a.m. each time for that morning show. You've got Mitch, you got Brian Bitler, you got Chris with a lot of the drive-thru captures. You find Jovan on that show as well over on the weekends. Of course, don't forget about Jovan's parlay of the day. Check those out. We got the video series here from Brian with the Take It to the Bank, Fast 5 as well. Ron Romanelli's video rundown, MLB rundown, running down all the games from Major League Baseball for bettors. And of course, we got Chris as well as Mitch with their picks for every day, overnight, over at Pick Dog. So make sure you like and subscribe and set those notifications, so when those videos drop, you get the notification, so you can bet in the best numbers here on the Pick Dogs channel and Sports Chat Place. All right, that'll do it for this evening, guys. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight's show. Going to wave goodbye to you guys. Have you guys a great night. We'll talk with you guys again Monday live at 6 Eastern Time.